Hey golfers, what's one thing that the best players in the world do that you don't? They're really good ball strikers. They compress their irons really, really well. Well, in today's video, we're gonna learn to hit shots like this and like this. You see it on TV and on social media all the time. So I'm gonna give you 3 simple drills with training aids you already have at home, just household essentials. And then I'm gonna give you not 1, but 2 bonus drills. So make sure you stick around to the end to check those out. So let's get you becoming a better ball striker and help you play your best golf. So I was working with one of my students in my online academy the other day, and he came in and he said, hey, I'm not getting that iron compression that I'm seeing on TV, right? It's costing me tons of distance. I'm not hitting my 7-iron as far as I want. Does this kind of sound like you? It's a problem I get every day, whether it's in my online academy or in my in-person lessons. So let's define some things. Why is this iron compression not happening? Well, a lot of it relates to the arm structure, right? We see tour pros look like this at impact, and we see amateur golfers look like this at impact. We need to get you looking a lot more like tour pros. So what do they do really well that you need to do a lot better? Well, when they get into their impact position, what we see is they have their pressure forward, they have their foot, they either have their foot kicked up a little bit like this, or it's pushed in, but a non-negotiable is they have more pressure on their lead foot. Their momentum's carrying them forward. The next thing they have their hands ahead at the moment of impact. What's this gonna do? It's gonna get you that compression that you're looking for. It's gonna de-loft the club slightly. It's gonna get that ball coming out in the window we're looking for. It's gonna help you get the spin numbers we're looking for as well. And then what's kind of one of the last things they do, after they finish the shot, they continue with their momentum forward or towards the target. They never are hitting the shot and falling backwards. So the 3 keys, right, are gonna be arm structure at impact. My arms are straight at impact, maybe a little bit of bend in the lead arm, but mainly straight. The next one, non-negotiable and key, more weight on the lead foot. And then the third one is after I finish the shot, I'm extending and moving towards the target I'm going after, right? My momentum's taking me more at the target. What do I see in person and online every single day? People get here, they get to impact, their arms are like this, the handle's back, their weight's back, and when they finish the shot, they finish like this. If that sounds familiar, this is the perfect video for you. So we're gonna jump right into drill 1, where you're gonna be using training aids that you already have at home. You don't need to go out and buy anything. And we're gonna help level this up, whether you're in the off season right now up north, or you're still in a warmer area. We're gonna get you playing your best golf. Okay, so let's roll into drill number 1. And again, we're doing this with stuff you already have at home. No need to go buy a fancy training aid. Well, I at least hope you have this one. It's a towel. All you're gonna need is a towel for this first drill. And this one's gonna be working on our contact, getting our hands forward and getting our weight forward. So this is kind of like an all-in-one training aid that you can probably do for the rest of your life. So how are we gonna set this up? We're gonna get set up here. We're gonna lay the towel down, and I want you to have the towel roughly a club head away to start from the golf ball. So there, I'm about a club head away. As I get set up, right, if we just kind of review, what are things we see? As people get into impact, they have too much pressure on their back foot, their hands are back, and that's gonna cause them to hit the towel back there. The goal in all of this is just, let's avoid the towel. How are we gonna do that? Well, we need to get more pressure into our lead foot. We need to get our hands forward. So we're gonna use the towel drill, and we're gonna do a little preset drill to get us in there. So we're gonna get set up in here. What do the best players in the world look like at impact? Weights forward, hands are forward, right foot's kind of kicked up like this. So we're gonna start here. Step 1, get into this position. Step 2 is we're gonna stay in this position and we're gonna swing the arms back, but as you can see, I'm staying forward, my weight's kicked in, and then all I'm gonna try to do is swing through, and I wanna finish, and this is really important, I wanna finish with the club head low and the hands high. So again, when you're out there, you can even say it to yourself as you take practice swings. I'm kicked forward, step 1, step 2, and then step 3, club low, hands high, like this. Why do I want you to finish here? Well, because if I just take myself from club low, hands high, and move back, I have my handle forward and the club back, right? That's what we're looking to get. If I finish here like this, and I bring the club back, my hands are back, and the club is ahead. So this is just kind of reinforcing that feel of getting the hands more forward. So this is a little preset or impact drill, and we're using the towel to kind of level it up. Hey golfers, quick note. I've talked about it and I've had a lot of questions about my online academy. Well, now until January 1st, I'm offering an introductory price point. It's $126.50 per month. What do you get with this? Unlimited golf lessons online with me. You also get 1 Zoom lesson per month with me. I'm gonna be out there on the range with you. And then you also get access to all my drill library, all the drills I've had over my entire career in one pile. And then after January 1, that price is gonna be going up. So you're gonna be grandfathered in for an entire year. You're gonna get access to all those courses. You're gonna get access to me, messaging all the time. So this is the best deal if you wanna be a better golfer, right? If you wanna play your best golf and I wanna help you do that, you need to jump into this offer. I look forward to seeing all of you guys in there and helping you, again, play your best golf. So let's hit one, right? So step one, kick forward here. As I swing back, I'm gonna keep my hands forward and try to avoid hitting the towel. And there we go, I hit ball first, I did not hit the towel. Again, how did I do that? Let's reinforce some keys to this, right? What are the keys I talked about earlier, right? 1, I need to get pressure forward. 2, I need to get my arm structure ahead. And then 3, I need to continue my momentum forward. When I hit that shot, what you could see, my pressure was ahead, my hands were ahead, and then after I hit it, I finished here, I did not fall back. So those are your 3 keys to success in the iron compression that we're looking for to match all these tour pros. So the towel drill is a great feedback. If you don't have a launch monitor, right? If you don't even have a towel, you can go outside and you can take a tee and scratch a line in the ground just to give yourself a reference. Put a head cover, do something, right? You need some type of feedback to help you level this up. All right, guys, we already did part 1 with the towel. Now we're gonna go into part 2. This is one of my favorite drills. So if you're up north, you have one of these alignment sticks to mark your driveway. If you're not up north, you can get one of these for nothing. I know you said you don't have to go out and buy a training aid. This isn't really a training aid. It's just something you should always have in your golf bag. It's an essential, right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get set up and we're gonna take this stick and we're gonna put it, let's call it 1.5 feet down the club. Then we're gonna grip onto it. It's really important when we grip onto this, we need to feel like it's rolling, it's going between our lead arm and our side, our lead side here. You don't wanna feel like it's like over top like this. It needs to be underneath. And you can actually feel like when you get set up, it's actually resting against your lead side. So why are we doing this crazy drill, right? Well, at impact, what were our 3 keys, right? More weight into the lead side, hands pressed forward, momentum going through. So what this really helps us do is get our hands forward, because if our hands are forward, you can see that this stick is not hitting me in the side. If my hands were back and I was getting scoopy, it would hit me in the side. So when you do this drill, let me make sure I tell you this. Do really small swings with this. What I mean is just like hip to hip. If you take any bigger, you could hit yourself with the stick, and we don't want that to happen. So these are really small swings, and this is rehearsing a feel. You can do this inside if you don't have a stick, and I'll show you how to do that. So let's say you don't have a stick, you can't get one, right? Well, you can do it with just a club. Choke all the way down on the club like this, and again, it's gonna rest up against your side here. You're gonna make little practice swings trying to get that knot to hit you in the side, okay? So even if you don't have a stick, you can still practice this. But I would suggest you need 2 or 3 of these to throw in your bag at all times. So now let's jump into it. Again, it's about 1.5 feet down the club. You're gonna grip onto it. Again, it goes up against my lead side, between my lead arm and my lead side. I wanna feel like at impact, right? One of my keys is I need to get my hands forward and my arm structure forward, so I don't want this to hit me in the side. So when you start this, I would start with small swings, almost like the preset like we did in the first part, like we did with the towel drill. So you're gonna get set up, we're gonna preset forward, hands forward, so now it's not touching me on the side. The goal here is to swing it back and swing it through and not have it hit me in the side, keep my weight on my left. So we're doing a little preset drill like we did in the first part of this drill. Super simple. So you're gonna get set up, preset forward, hands forward, then I'm just gonna rock it back and through and try to avoid hitting myself in the side. With that towel drill, what's one thing I said that was super important, right? It was when you finish, you want the club low and the hands high. Why is that? If I had the club high, it's hitting me in the side there. So I want to feel like I finished with my hands high and the club low. That's going to get me into this impact position and iron compression position that we see the best players in the world do on a daily basis, right? So this is one of my favorite drills, and I think it's one of the simplest drills that anybody can do. So again, let's just go through it one more time. About a club 1.5 feet down. You're gonna grip onto it. It's gonna go between your lead arm and your lead side. You can either do a preset drill where you're here. I would do quite a few of those to at least start. And then what you'd wanna roll into is where it's resting on your side. You're just gonna go hip, and then as you come through, you're gonna get your hands pressed forward to avoid hitting yourself on the side. So this is not doing it preset. So I'm here, hip to hip, and again, it didn't hit me, and I'm in a position where it didn't hit me in the side, I didn't flip, I finished with the club low and the hands high. That's the position we're trying to get into, okay? So I can't stress this enough. You need these sticks, 2 or 3 of them in your bag no matter what. If you don't have those right now and can't get them, you can always choke down on the club like I demonstrated at the beginning of this video. All right, so we're gonna roll into part 3. You may be wondering, why do I have a dodgeball, right? Well, at home, I hope you have something, right? Whether it's a balloon, you can actually blow up a balloon. You can get a deflated soccer ball, any type of like slightly deflated ball. Why? We're gonna try to put this in between our forearms, and I'm actually gonna squish it together. And now I've created that arm structure that we see the best players in the world have, not only at setup, but then at impact. If we get to impact and our arms collapse, that ball is gonna fall out, right? So we wanna feel like when we get set up, we put this between our forearms. We're here. As we come into impact, we actually could almost feel like we're squeezing it a little bit to keep that connection together and that arm structure together, and then finishing here. Again, you just need a simple ball. You need something to put in there. It doesn't even have to be a ball. You just need something that's going to rest in there and you can keep and show you feedback. There's a great thing. It's called like a tour striker you can get. It's a ball like this that's around it's around like a lanyard that you can wear. Justin Rose uses it. Matthew Fitzpatrick. It's like one of the most famous training aids out on the market. That'd be a huge pickup for you. So we're gonna get set up. I'm gonna put it between my forearms here. I'm gonna grip onto the club. And my idea is, again, at setup, I wanna feel like I'm set up with my arm structure already in place. I refer to this as the pizza slice. And then at impact, I wanna get here. What I don't wanna feel like I do is break my arms down like that and the ball falls. So I'm gonna get set up. I'm gonna put it between my forearms, kind of squeeze it a little bit. I'm just gonna take, again, maybe hip high to hip high. You could probably go shoulder high on these ones, not much further than that. Trying to keep this connection and making sure you're getting forward. So this is working on the key of the arm structure and getting the hands forward. So I'm here, just gonna take a swing and try to finish with the club low and my hands high, just like that. So the club is low and my hands are high. That gets me into this position I'm looking for. That's a really good way to check as well if you did it correctly. So after you hit the shot and you hold your finish, just simply don't change anything, just turn back, put your foot down, hands forward like that, and then you're gonna be able to see, hey, did I get my hands forward? Obviously, you need to have yourself on video so you can see if you're doing it right. But what do I see in person and online all the time? People get into impact, arms are like this, broken down, weight's back, ball is gonna fall out. We don't want that. So it's a super simple drill that you can use. Just get any type of ball, get anything to put in there, blow up a balloon, whatever it is, and work on getting your arm structure better, which is one of our keys to better iron compression. All right, guys, you made it to the bonus drill 1 and 2. I normally give 1 no matter what in the video, but today I thought it'd be nice. I'll give you 2, right? These are the drills that I would give anybody, right? I teach in my online academy all the time, and these are drills I'll send to people no matter what, right? Even if they're not having trouble with contact, they're just great drills to help you with sequencing, timing, and tempo. Overall, they're just some of the best drills you can possibly do. What are you gonna need for it, right? All you're gonna need is 2 tees. And just a little side note, you can use the towel drill to level this up even further by just placing the towel down. So let's get started. So you're gonna get set up, you're gonna get ready to hit the golf ball. You're gonna get set up in your normal stance. Then you're gonna take 2 tees and we're gonna mark our feet. Huge, you have to mark your feet. So you're gonna put 1 there and I'm gonna put 1 tee there, okay? So now what we're gonna do is the single step drill first. If you've watched some of my videos previously, you've seen these drills. This is a great review of them and you need to keep doing these, you need to keep applying them. I think these are drills you could do forever. So I'm gonna get set up here. I'm gonna take my lead foot, I'm gonna bring it back to my trail foot about a club head apart. Again, I'm gonna take my lead foot and bring it back to my trail foot about a club head apart. I don't want to see you do this, right? I don't want to see you like start here with your feet together, just a club head apart. Then the timing of this is super important. So I'm here about a club head apart. As soon as I start swinging these clubs back, I want to step with my lead foot. Then the arms are going to continue moving up, and then I'm going to pressure shift or feel like there's a bug under my left foot. I'm going to squash it, and then I'm going to swing through. The sequencing is super important. We're going to step early. Then as the club is ascending, we're going to pressure shift. What's something people get wrong all the time? They think that they don't need to pressure shift until they get to the top of their backswing and start down. No, it's happening much, much earlier. There's a great video of Tiger Woods, and I'll display it up here. You can actually see as his hands are moving up, his belt buckle and chest are moving this way. So we need to get pressure shift or push into our lead foot much, much earlier in the golf swing. And this goes back to one of the keys of how you become a better ball striker, better iron compression, right? It's the one of momentum taking you forward. When you're doing these step drills, you should feel like you're going forward, walking towards whatever your target is. So let's see one, right? So I'm gonna get set up. I need to remark my foot. So I'm gonna get set up here. I'm gonna bring my lead foot back to my trail foot about a club head apart. As soon as this club starts swinging, I'm gonna step. I'm then gonna shift, and then I'm gonna swing through and hit it. You can do these small to start, but you can do these bigger as you keep going. So here we go. So step, shift, swing. And we can see there, I made really great iron compression. I hit ball first, ground after. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Again, the sequencing is super important. So if you need to rewind this, do it now and rewatch that, because we're gonna go into the second part of this, which is the double step drill. All right, so now after you've watched that single step again, right, now we're gonna go into the double step. Double step is a lot harder. I would tell you don't hit a golf ball with it, at least to start. So I'm gonna get set up, my feet are still marked. I'm actually gonna have my feet meet in the middle, and then you start with the club hovered up and here. So this is your starting position. A lot of people get this wrong. They think this is their starting position or this. No, feet together, club up here. Now, super important. As the club starts swinging back, I'm gonna step. As the club starts swinging up, I'm gonna step again. And then the same thing, I'm gonna pressure shift into my lead foot, and then I'm gonna swing down and through. So let's run through it one more time. So starting positions here. As soon as this club swings down, I'm gonna go step. As soon as the club starts swinging up, I'm gonna go step. I'm gonna pressure shift, and then I'm gonna swing through and complete the shot. This one should feel very rhythmic, as if you're walking, right? So from the down the line perspective, if I was walking towards the face on camera, I'm gonna unweight my right foot, I'm gonna then weight my right, I'm gonna unweight my left, and then I'm gonna weight my right, back and forth, back and forth. The golf swing's the same idea. I'm gonna feel like I push from one foot to the other foot, then back to the other foot. So it's a constant state of weighting and unweighting the feet, moving back and forth. A great way to do this drill, at least to get started, move the golf ball out of the way, feet start here, and then just like swing this club back and forth and start stepping, right? As you make more steps and bigger steps and pressure shift, the club is gonna swing higher and higher due to the momentum of the club. So I love getting people in here and just having them just swing the club to start. Even if they're a beginner golfer, just get that club swinging, get those feet moving because it's super natural to us. Now, if you want to start hitting these, I would recommend not hitting them to start. When you go to hit them, you have to start here, feet together, club up, push the club forward. I'm going to have to swing over top of the ball, step, step, and then relocate and go down after the golf ball. So here we go. Let's try and hit one. So here, start here. I'm going to go step, step, and then through. And then there, I was actually a little late with my pressure shift in my lead foot, so I caught that a touch heavy, but overall it wasn't a bad shot at all. So again, this should be very natural, very rhythmic to you. You should feel like you're stepping from one foot to the other foot, almost like you're walking. A great drill to also do is you literally hold your club here and just step back and forth in place and see how the club's moving back and forth. It's a perfect drill to do. All right, golfers, I hope you enjoyed today's video. You should have a great understanding of what the best players in the world do to become great ball strikers and get that iron compression we're all looking for. I give you 3 simple drills that you can do with stuff you already have at home, and then I give you 2 bonus drills. Why not, right? If you want more information about my online academy, look at the description below for the link, and I look forward to seeing all of you guys in there.